hello there, my little Midnight Movie Maniacs, and welcome to, well, Midnight Movie Mania. uh, God, this is going to be one of these podcasts. I can feel my bones. I am your host, John, and with me is my co-host, Spike.
Hi there.
Right, this is we're going balls to the wall with this one. Oh my God! Right, tonight we're looking at an ABC TV movie, The Midnight Hour from 1985. Now, when was the first time you saw this thing?
Me?
Yes.
Today. I've never heard of this before in my life. Which is, I was around in 1985. I would have watched. I was a teenager, so it was my demographic. But no, I'd never heard of this movie before.
I see. I found this way back in 2019 when I was googling Halloween-themed movies, and this thing popped up, so I watched it, and I went, okay then. And I found out this had a cult appeal, and I was like, okay.
Yeah, there's a lot of I did not know this, but there's a lot of people that like this movie,
mm-hmm.
and like remember from their childhood and go back to it all the time and watch it. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean, if it's a childhood movie, then it's a childhood movie. I mean, it's fair enough. So, who am I to say it's a terrible movie when it's actually not that bad a movie, to be perfectly fair and to be perfectly honest. I mean, for what it is.
Yeah, it's a very 80s film.
Oh yes, yeah, very 80s, yeah.
It's like the quintessential, like all of the elements of an 80s TV movie for kids is in this movie.
Yes, exactly. I mean, from what I can find online, this was shown one time on November the 1st, 1985 on ABC. And then it was edited to be shown on Lifetime for 2 straight years between 1990 and 1992.
Oh, really?
So there's that one.
How did they edit it? What did they
I have no idea. I'm guessing the blood. I have no idea what they edited out of this thing, because this is pretty tame.
I don't know. Maybe they edited the music video out of it. I don't know.
Yeah, it could be. Yes. I mean, I was kind of stunned. I went, this is an edited version of this thing. What did they edit out of this thing? I mean, it's basically a kiddified, family-friendly movie with maybe a slight twinge of terror, but that's about it. I mean,
yeah, not a whole lot of terror going on.
No. I mean, this is camp personified. I mean, oh my God.
Yeah.
You have the witch vampire. We have to talk about her, by the way, Lucinda.
Oh, yeah, we definitely will have to talk about her.
Oh my God, she's sitting going, with the cape. I'm going, What is with that cape? She's swishing around the place. I'm like, okay then. Although I will have to ask, are you a fan of these Halloween-themed quote event movies?
I was back then. That's why I'm surprised I didn't hear about this type of thing, because I loved this sort of thing when I was a kid.
Okay. I mean, to me, the very definition of a Halloween-themed thing would be The Simpsons. The trios of horror, or the Roseanne Halloween specials.
Yes,
these. Yeah. Yeah, they are classics. Yeah. Now, what blows my mind about this movie is, for a TV movie, this is quite a hefty cast.
I know. There's all sorts of people in this thing. They just kept showing up.
Yeah. You've got Kevin McCarthy, LeVar Burton, Peter DeLuise, Dee Dee Pfeiffer, Dick Van Patten. Yeah. I mean, the money was spent.
Though, to be honest, to be fair, this was before 21 Jump Street, so he was kind of unknown.
Okay. I mean, like I says, I was going. What blew my mind when I first watched this back in 2019 was a horny LaForge. I'm going, what in the
hell? Yeah, that is funny. But and it had Cindy Morgan in it, the substitute teacher.
So who is she, by the way? Because
She's
apparently,
from Tron, one of
is
my
she?
favorite movies of all time. She's from Tron.
Oh, okay. Then. I
She's
haven't
the
seen
woman from
Tron.
Tron. I think she's the only woman in Tron.
All right. Okay. Then I haven't seen Tron in years. I mean, all I remember about Tron is the cheesy effects
Oh,
and
I love
the
the cheese.
awful acting.
Oh, I love all of it's such it's so wonderfully awful, and it's just I love it. I've seen it so many times I can't even tell you.
Okay. Then. Okay. Then fair enough. Then. Have you seen the? No, 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 no. That's not a swipe. That's just a fair enough. You know.
It's
Um.
fine if it was a swipe. I understand.
No, 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 no. I mean, I get it's an 80s quintessential 80s movie.
It
I
is.
mean, I saw it as a kid back in the 80s, so I get it. But eh.
The thing is, I didn't see it as a kid. I didn't see it till I was well into adulthood.
Okay
And
then.
because I always disregarded it, I heard it was terrible and I never watched it because I was in high school at the time. And I was just kind of, yeah, whatever, and I just ignored it. And then
Mm.
it was like when I was like 35, I saw
Oh
it for the
God.
first time and I'm like, oh, this is awesome.
Mm. Mm. Have you seen the sequel?
I have. It's excellent. Well, I thought
Hmm.
it was.
Yeah, I saw it in IMAX. 4D IMAX with the shaky seats and the wind and the water and the smells and the okay then. That's an experience. I think it died out in Britain, thankfully, because I couldn't stand that 4DX thing with the vibrating seats and the pushing you, pulling you, and the wind hitting your face and the water hitting your face. And oh, it's a nightmare. Yeah, yeah. Thank God they stopped doing that. And the one thing I do like, I'll go back to this movie here. Actually, in saying that, I loved Tron Legacy's soundtrack. That
Oh,
soundtrack was fantastic. I actually bought that lying around somewhere on disc. So,
yeah. That was excellent. That was so much fun.
mm, I may actually cover Tron, but would you say Tron's a midnight movie?
Um, Not really. I
Mm.
mean, they don't show either one of them anymore anywhere, so midnight or otherwise. So
Mm. Okay then. Okay then. So let's go back to this one then. This gives a small town America feel during the fall or autumn, and I kind of love this thing as it's so Halloween. If you get what I mean, there's
yeah,
pumpkins everywhere. There's leaves on the ground, and it feels autumnal. If that's a word.
yeah,
I mean, it's just perfectly.
yeah. They did a really good job of what do you making the world that they were in believable. I
Yes.
mean, not the
Yes.
situation necessarily,
No. 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 No.
but
No. No.
the neighborhood and just the town and everything. It was very well done
Yeah. Yeah.
for a
Although you
TV,
can.
especially.
Yes, for a TV movie, yes, 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 yes. For the budget of, I have no idea. I'm guessing this was what, a few million. I'm guessing about 5 to 8 million. I would say for this movie because I
Yeah,
can't find how much money this cost. So I
yeah,
would say about 5 to 8 million. I would say so. Mm. Although I will say it is obviously a backlot. There's nothing about this movie feels real. It feels like a backlot movie, but
yeah, yeah. It does.
run with it sort of thing. So I will say also I love the nods to Nightmare on Elm Street and Halloween 3,
Yeah.
where it has, what is it, Elm Street is the one
Elm.
that caught my eye.
Yeah, I saw that right away when they showed that. I'm
Yeah.
like, oh yeah.
Yeah,
Now,
and sorry,
did night when did Nightmare on Elm Street come out?
84.
84. Okay.
Yeah,
I knew
yeah.
it was when I was in high school still, so I knew it was around the same time.
Mm, mm. Yeah, 1984. So by 85 they were doing Freddy's Revenge, the quasi-gay movie. So actually, nothing quotes about that. It is a gay movie. My
Yeah.
God. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, um, and Halloween 3, I love the mask. The little paperweight was wearing. That's a Halloween 3 mask.
Oh yeah.
That's one of the three: the witch, the pumpkin, and the skeleton. He's wearing the
Right.
skeleton one.
Yeah.
I just love that. I might have
I,
got more today masks.
I didn't even catch that, but you're right. Now that I kept thinking, when I saw that, I'm like, oh, I've seen that mask somewhere before, but I just thinking, oh, whatever. But now that you mention it, yeah, that's exactly what it is. That's very clever.
It's a silver shamrock mask. Yeah. So
Yeah.
let's do a quick plot and get into the actual movie. A group of teens unknowingly raise the dead for one night only, causing absolute chaos in their quaint small town. When they read from a sealed parchment, it opens. I think it's essential. It opens up on a witch's curse. Sorry, it opens up a witch's curse. That makes sense, John, you twat. Dooming the small town. Unless the curse can be broken, can these kids do so? Find out here. Okay, then completely cocked that up. So we have that. Where was I now? Oh yes, the first thing I want to talk about right off the bat is the little kid, the little paperboy kid. I love he puts a baseball card in the spokes of his wheels on his bike. Did every kid do that in the 80s? I mean,
it was a thing. It was a thing. Well, not in the 80s. It was more like 60s and 70s, but it was that kind of this like this. You saw it a lot in movies. Even though kids didn't do it in the 70s and 80s, but you saw it in a lot of movies during that time. It was more of a 50s, 60s, early 70s thing.
I don't know. I mean, I did it in the 80s, and all my friends did it in the 80s. Yes.
None of my friends did it. None.
Yeah. Yeah. Also, we had the little things, the little plastic things you put on the spokes, and it made the.
Yes.
I hated those things. They were annoying.
You were cool if you had those on your spokes.
Yes, yeah. Although they drove me insane. I hated the sound it would make. So you go fast. And it's like, oh, so annoying. I've got down here. Who is Wolfman Jack?
Oh, I thought you actually might ask this question. He was a very famous radio DJ from the 70s.
Okay.
And he broke out more into like the early 80s. Or late 70s, early 80s, I think. He actually did more like TV and was even in some movies here and there, but always as Wolfman Jack. He was a famous nationwide DJ kind of guy. And he was really, really big in the 70s. Actually started in the 60s, but he was really big in the 70s.
Okay. Very interesting. I mean, I thought he was like a horror host. I thought he was named Wolfman Jack. So
you would think so, yeah, but no, he did this howling thing when he would sign on and sign off, like a wolf. And I don't know. He was really popular because you didn't in the 60s and 70s you didn't know what he looked like, and when you listened to him, he could be any nationality. Any part of the country. He could be Latino, he could be black, he could be white. He had this voice that could be all of those things or none of those things. And that's part of why he was so popular. He had a cool voice. So he was a really cool guy. He sounds really cool. Yeah, he was.
Okay, fair enough then. Now, one thing I do love about this little kid is he pulls out the Halloween, as I said earlier, the Halloween 3 mask from his little bag, puts a little hat on, and he goes around to his neighbourhood throwing papers which are bloodied up because he's cut his finger open, which I hated about bikes that would slice your finger open. It's like, oh, for the love of the amount of like scars I got on my hands due to get my finger cut back in the 80s. It's like, oh my god. So yeah, I just love that one. He's riding around the town and there's like the neighbourhood's like milkman with the little milk bottles and the postman and such, and the local cop. I'm like, oh god, this is so small town.
Yeah, but we didn't in the 80s. Nobody delivered milk in glass bottles or any other way. We were getting them in grocery stores, so it was, I don't. It's a little weird when they throw those things in there.
Yeah, true. I've got down here, you could practically smell the pumpkin spice in the air. And I realised pumpkin spice wasn't invented in the 80s. That wasn't invented until the 90s. So
yeah, exactly.
Oh dear. Also have down here, I'm pretty sure this is the same back claw used in Critters 2 and The Ghost Whisperer. Also, I'm pretty sure it's from Elvira, Mistress of the Dark, but don't quote me on that one. I'm kind of iffy about that one.
See, when I was looking at it, I was thinking it looked like the Back to the Future lot.
Oh, right, okay then.
Which was used a lot in a lot of things. It's been on umpteen million episodes of Twilight Zone, the original series, and many other places. But I was looking for the clock tower, because in all of these movies or episodes that set is in, there's always something that looks kind of like the clock tower from Back to the Future, because of course it wasn't a clock tower and the other things. But I couldn't see it, so I couldn't tell if it was it or not. So
yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the same little backlot town that's used in Critters 2, because it has the little square with the little what the hell that thing is called, the pavilion sort of thing, and it has the church. And I'm thinking that's from Critters 2, also Ghost Whisperer, and I'm thinking, is that from Elvira? So
I'll have to look at that.
And then when it's just to the teens, can we say what, early 20s, mid 30s? These teens are old. My lord.
Sherry Belafonte was 31 when she did this movie.
Oh,
31. But I will tell you, she does not look 31 in this movie.
No. So first up we have Phil, played by Lee Montgomery, who looked familiar to me, but I looked him up and I saw him in This and That's All. I'm like, why does he look so familiar to me? But
yeah, he looked really familiar to me too, but I could not place him in anything that I saw on him on IMDb. I'm like, I've never seen any of these things, so
yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, it's he would have the look in this whole looking like, I know for somewhere, but you can't quite finger it. That drives me insane.
Yeah,
so that just drives me nuts. He's the son of the town dentist. In fact, there's only one dentist this entire town. There's one dentist, one like doctor, one judge, one milkman, one postman, two cops. It's like, oh my god. So the town dentist, Martin, played by Dick Van Patten. And he reminds me of my dentist. No. You're not getting any painkillers, so just suck it up. You're having gas. Oh, gee, thanks, mate. Yes.
What a great dentist you have.
Oh, God, don't get me back to my God. He puts the Steve Martin to shame from Watchable Horrors. Oh, God. Oh, my Lord. So in school, we meet the other teens. Vinny, played by LeVar Burton. Mitch, played by Peter DeLuise. Mary, played by Dee Pfeiffer. Melissa, played by Sharon. Sharon? Yeah. Belafonte. Was it Sharon?
Sharon.
I can't even do my own writing. I've got to hear, why do these teens look like they're 35? And why do they dress like they're all lawyers or PTA? I'm like, what is the wearing tweed? I mean, what the hell?
It's funny because I was looking at it from a fashion perspective, and I'm like, yeah, that's kind of how my friends dressed back then. So I'm like, yeah, it's kind of accurate.
Okay then. Okay, I look, the substitute teacher walks in, and I think, is she the teacher? She looks younger than the pupils, the teens. I'm like, what the hell? So yeah. And Phil wants to do a slideshow even, on the history of the town and Halloween itself. Also, the curse of the witch who was hung on the 1st of November, aka All Saints Day. So, there we have that one.
Yeah, so I actually watched that presentation 3 times after I watched the movie, because so after I saw his little presentation, I'm like, oh, okay, I know how this movie is going to go. It's going to, this guy and that girl, the witch are going to kind of fight at the end, but it's not going to be those guys. It's going to be the guys in the costumes because they stole the costumes. None of it happened. I'm like, why did we give that presentation? And then it just, I'm like, okay, this presentation is going to mean something, but it really ended up not meaning much other than introducing the characters that they talked about later. But it really didn't do anything with the plot. I was really disappointed.
Yeah, I was thinking about something.
I just assumed that I knew where the movie was going to go, and it was going to be this really cool thing, And I'm like, this is going somewhere, and then it just didn't get out of the driveway. I'm like,
no,
really
no. I mean, I would have had it better if it was when they put the costumes on after the spell was said. They turned into that person.
Right, exactly. That's who I thought they were going to like embody the person that whose costume they were wearing, and then that was going to be, the big confrontation at the end, or something.
Yeah.
It didn't happen. I was disappointed, but
I mean, there's one bit at the very end where, is it Mary? She calls Peter DeLuise by another name. And I went, he didn't pick up on that. He just runs away. And I'm going, so is she possessed by the spirit of her great 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 grandmother? I mean,
but wasn't her great great grandmother standing beside her?
Yeah, there's the.
That's where I'm very confused.
And why is she a vampire? She's maybe a witch. Why is she a vampire?
No.
That's.
There was no, because one of the reasons why I rewatched his presentation was because I'm like, did he mention vampires in that presentation? I don't remember that, and so I rewatched it at the end after the end of the movie. I watched it after I finished the movie. I went back and I'm like, nope, he did not.
Nope, he doesn't. I'm going, so there's a cock up on the script then, and I was going, why is she a witch and why is she a vampire?
Right.
And why is there so many zombies in this place, but nobody gets turned into a bloody zombie except for one person? No, actually, he's a vampire also. The Mitch guy.
Vampires, not zombies. I don't know.
Oh my god! Although I will say the makeup effects in this is quite good actually for a low budget movie.
I agree. They were really good. I was impressed. Well, except for the werewolf guy. Oh, not werewolf guy, the hairy guy, the Bigfoot guy. I understand that, but
he was a werewolf.
No, there was the not the werewolf guy.
No, that was a werewolf. Yeah, because he turns the other person into a werewolf.
Because he turned him into. So the Bigfoot guy was a werewolf.
He's a werewolf. Yes.
Oh, it's coming together now. Okay.
One thing I have to say here, but his history of Halloween is kind of right and kind of wrong. The whole bit where he goes, outfits were to trick ghosts and ghouls and demons and etc. and the devils and malarkey is actually kind of true, but kind of wrong. The jack-o'-lanterns were turnips and Swedes. It wasn't until it went to America where it became pumpkins, because pumpkins were abundant in America. That's why we've got
turnips are tiny.
Yes.
Okay.
Have you ever seen?
Make sure we're talking about the same vegetable.
Yes. You've actually seen an actual turnip jack-o'-lantern? These things are frightening.
Oh, really?
My God, they are hideous and they are creepy as. Google 1600s jack-o'-lanterns from turnips and oh my lord. Because the whole thing was, what was it? If I remember this off the top of my head, there was a guy called Jack Lantern, I think his name was, and he tricked the devil into giving him something, and devil goes, okay then, but you'll forever be lost in hell. So he took a turnip and put an amber of hell inside the turnip to light its way to get out of hell, and that hence the jack-o'-lantern.
Oh.
So,
with the okay, I gotta ask. Okay, so the turnip, do they hollow it out?
Yes.
Okay, so they hollow it out and they put a light inside and they carve it on the outside to let the light through, just like a regular jack-o'-lantern, except it's tiny turnip. Okay.
Yes, and it's a turnip that takes forever to carve. My God, turnips are solid vegetables. I mean, my lord. As for the food offerings, that's because Halloween was a pagan holiday. It wasn't nothing to do with candy and there's something like that. It's a pagan, bloodthirsty holiday. My God. So that one. The bonfires were to attract your family members to your house, but keep away evil spirits. so that's why there was bonfires. Also, it was to burn the dead leaves from the trees rather, and get rid of the dead brush and such. So there was that one.
Nice.
And that's why we have. And it was the British that brought Halloween to America, and it was changed in the 40s and 50s to suit Americans' corporate greed, with the whole candies and the such and these all things.
Don't you blame a fun Halloween on America? Don't you do
that? However, because kids in the 50s and 60s would do Mischief Night, aka the 30th of October, which was a lot of smashing windows and general vandalism, America tried to reel that back and had it the whole family friendly stuff and tried to stop that thing. So there's a whole bit thing there. And of course, the Bible Belt got rid of all the witchcraft stuff. And I was going, have you seen some of these 50s and 60s women outfits? They are creepier than the witchcraft.
Oh my gosh. I saw some people posting some old photographs of themselves in costumes, like black and white photographs, like super old. And they were terrifying.
Yes, yeah.
Oh my gosh, this girl was dressed up like a doll. And it was just like, oh my gosh, it was terrifying.
Yeah. Oh my god, it's like
oh my gosh, creepy. Anyway.
So let's get back to the movie then. The teens got a great idea to steal the outfits from the townsfolk museum of witchcraft for some reason, which was from the 1700s. I'm thinking the writer can't count, because don't they say it was 300 years earlier?
Yeah.
But it says 1780 something on the little placard at the start of the movie.
Yeah, and
so
he said great a lot of times before he said grandfather when he was talking about his great grandfather. It was like great grandfather or something. It was a lot of greats in there, and I was like, that seems a little further back than that.
Yeah, you want too many greats there, mate. So they read from a scroll which they find in a hidden box, which isn't very well hidden. I mean, I love the fact that LeVar Burton goes, "What's behind this door?" Oh, it's the supply. What the hell it was?
The archives. He said, "I think it's the archives."
Okay, then.
You've never been in there. How do you know that's the archive?
Yeah. Oh my god. I've got down here, I'm getting Buffy Halloween, where they became the outfits, because I thought this was going to go like that,
right.
But no.
It did not.
I
Sadly.
also have down here, can we say Cabin in the Woods, where the teens go into the basement and find all sorts of crap, and they just find the one scroll. I mean, I was thinking, is that a curse? Is that a curse? Is this a curse? I mean, it's like, oh my god. I mean, have you seen Cabin in the Woods?
I have not.
Oh, dear God.
I've always stayed away from it because, well, I've not stayed away from it. I've always wanted to see it, but I've always stayed away from all talk of Cabin in the Woods, because I hear you got to stay away from talk of Cabin in the Woods before you see Cabin in the Woods. And so I've successfully, all of these years, have stayed away from any spoilers about Cabin in the Woods.
Yeah, well, I've been calling it crapping in the woods for years.
I know they sat on the movie for a long time because they didn't think it was very good, and then they released.
At least because of Thor, Chris Helms, and I went, milk it now, put it out, and it became a cult movie, and it's not that good, to be honest. It's a bog standard. Teens go to a cabin, they get then haunted by various things, and it's like,
Well, I plan on seeing it at some point. Hopefully, I'll give you my review after I do.
Oh, maybe you could watch it during Halloween. You know what I mean? So.
Oh, that's true. That's a good idea. I'll do that.
I'll get down here. Why is there a hillbilly in Boston? Because this is supposed to be Boston. And yet they've got this hillbilly guy Lester, played by Dennis Redfield, complete with chow and wild dogs. Why is there wild dogs, and why is he sitting munching chow and spitting out? And that's so disgusting. I mean,
it was really gross.
I mean, why was he? He's a security guard, but he's not wearing an outfit. He's just wearing slacks and a t-shirt. What was going on? And I was like,
he just seemed like just the guy that they hired because he has dogs. And I have no idea.
Yeah, wild dogs. I mean, what was that all about? It's like, I'm lost. I've got to hear, I am lost. Why is there a hillbilly in Boston? Why does he have wild dogs? Why? Oh
why not just give him some kind of security uniform, just a generic security uniform?
Yes.
To show that he was not some, good old boy, just happened to hang out at the, outside of the museum watching thing. I don't know. Seems like it would have been a little better.
Yeah, exactly. I'll get down here. Q in the Midnight Hour by Wilson Pickett, played for the first of a millionth time in this thing. I'll go down here. I get it's a low budget movie, and all the songs are from the 50s to the 70s, but there's no 80s stuff, no Michael Jackson, nothing like that. I mean, even though they rip off Thriller horrendously in this, which we'll have to talk about later.
Yeah.
I get that.
There was one 80s song. It was during the wine, the wine cellar with main character lady. I don't know. With the witch lady, and when they're picking out wines,
yes.
And she,
yes.
And I'm sorry, there's no video. I was doing that. Anyway, there was that song. What was that song?
Oh God, the Switch song.
But that was an 80s song.
Yeah.
They didn't play the words to it, but there was a classic 80s song. It was probably not classic at the time, but it is now.
Yeah. I've got this on my notes, so it's okay. I took note of every single song that was played. So, like I said, I get look, Back to the Future brought the 50s back in fashion in the 80s, but was every single teen loving the old 50s and 60s stuff? I was like, that's a stretch. I mean,
in my high school, 50s were when the 50s comeback was a real thing. I mean, we were all like super into the 50s music, and the throwback stuff was really cool. So, that was my high school, but of course I don't know. But yeah, that was the early 80s. We were really into it.
I mean, and seeing that, look at Kate Bush. She's back big time due to Stranger Things, and TikTok brings back all these old 80s and 90s songs. And I mean, even when I was in college, they had 80s nights and 90s nights and such, and it made me feel old. I was like, no. Oh my God, it was so. Oh my God, like I says. But now kids are finding out about, oh my God, this old song, and it's like Too Unlimited. And I was like, no.
Like, oh my God. Kill me now.
Oh my God. Or they're going, have you heard of this band called NSYNC? I'm like, oh Jesus.
Oh, that's hilarious.
This really old band called NSYNC. I'm like, oh sweet mother. Dear, oh dear. Anyway, moving on. So the gang go to a graveyard to get dressed, as you do. I mean, who hasn't been dressed in a graveyard?
Yeah.
I love the teeny tiny cardboard gravestones. It's very Ed Wood. I mean, I love these little teeny things. I've got to hear, why is there random fires everywhere all around the graveyard? I'm going, I get you.
And I'm like, okay, you can tell that they mounded up a little dirt and put a fog machine right behind it, and it's just pumping out fog like nobody's business. And I'm like, it looks like it's coming out of the ground in a little like smokestack. I'm like, they could have done that a little better.
Yeah. I mean, I get the fact that they're trying to burn the leaves, but you wouldn't let it just burn wildly because it would take the whole bloody place over. It's like, what the fuck?
I'm like,
oh my
I don't know. They could. I don't know. A nice little film of fog would have been nicer, but those little fog machines, they were working overtime, man.
Oh yes,
it out.
Yeah. Especially towards the end of the movie, I'm like, what is of this? Some poor guy in the background like dying. He's going, I can't breathe. Oh my God. Some poor grip. He's like, my God, I'm dying. As he's holding a little. Speaking of graveyards, did I ever tell you my own personal Halloween graveyard horror story?
Oh no.
That happened 30 years ago on Halloween night. This was 1993 Halloween night, and I was at my best friend in high school's house, and he had a greyhound dog. I'd habit of running out the door, and when you chase after it, go, oh, we're getting chased. Yeah, let's run. Yeah. This thing ran straight to the graveyard, which was a good, half mile away from the house, which was joyful.
Yeah.
And it starts to rain, because of course it's Glasgow, hello. And it rains, and it is coming down in buckets. I mean, it's like sheet rain as it's blowing, and my mate goes, I'll go up the hill, you go down the hill, and we'll try and cut the dog off at the Kieran. So out of the corner of my eye, I see this guy in black, and I'm going, ooh, Kieran, there's a teenager going to a party, or he's just messing in the graveyard, as you do. So I ignore this guy and try and find this dog as it's yelping away in the background, miles or something like that, for the love of Pete. And then I notice the guy is coming towards me, and I'm going, ooh, Kieran. And I hear the dog yelping, so I run up the hill. And as I turn around, this guy is now facing me and coming towards me, but he's floating. There's no legs. I'm like, oh, Kieran, either this guy is on a skateboard, or I'm seeing things. What is it? Because like I said, it was really foggy, and there was barely any lights in the graveyard. So I'm getting spooked here, and I'm running to catch this dog, and I suddenly fall in an open grave, as you do, because they'd obviously dug a grave for the next day, and it's raining, as I says, and it's starting to fill up, and I'm panicking. I'm going, how the fuck did I get out of this grave? So I'm sort of pulling like the thing, and it's pulling chunks of grass, and there's twigs coming. I'm like, oh, fuck. And I hear my mate in the background. He's caught the dog. And he's going, what are you? I'm shouting, I'm in a fucking open grave, get out of this grave. So he comes round, and I swear to God, I could hear somebody under the ground or something banging up. I'm like, oh, hell no. So he gets me out, and he goes, by the way, did you see that guy in black that was looking over all these graves, over the gravestones? I was like, yeah, let's get the fuck out of here. So we run towards the exit, and as we turned round, the dog's like pulling back, so we turn round, and there's like a thin layer of white mist sort of over the gravestones, and I'm like, okay, let's get the fuck out of here. So we ran back to his house, and nope, never setting foot in a graveyard on Halloween ever again.
Wow.
I mean, it could be some teenager dressed in a black overcoat, and he's just messing with a group of stupid little teens. But the fact that he was like turning and falling us up the hill, and and the white mist, well, it could just be ordinary fog. But yeah, that was no. No. I mean, But anyway, let's get back to this thing. So Melissa reads out the longest spell / curse known to man. I swear to God, it's 6 minutes long. She's bang on about demons of blah 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 blah, and I'm like, cut this down a bit. I mean,
I'm like, it's the teenagers watching this are not interested in all of this going on.
And nope. She talks about demons of hell and the undead that have what was it? One last thing to do before they go back down to hell and stuff, and blah 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 blah.
Business or something.
Ugh.
Yeah. Like doing things that they didn't accomplish in life or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, cut this down to like 4 paragraphs, maybe 4 sentences rather, instead of having paragraphs and paragraphs. But I'm like, my God. And boom, there's ghouls, zombies, ghosts, vampires, werewolves, you name it. The things go bumping right all over the town, just like that.
Like everywhere.
Yeah.
And it wasn't just like that, because that scene went on forever. Of them like digging into, oh my gosh, it just kept going on and on and on. It's like, okay, we get it. You spent a lot of money on these costumes. You want to show them off, but
yeah. I mean, first to rise from his grave is town serial killer, because every town's got a serial killer.
Of course, yeah.
Vernon Nesta, played by Mickey Morton, to get revenge on the town judge, Judge Crandall, played by Kevin McCarthy, who is he always playing the angry old drunk? Everything I've seen him in.
His later roles are always that. Like he was like angry or mean and just, off kilter. I don't know.
Yeah. And then we have Lucinda, played by Janelle Allen. She is Melissa's great grandmother, who is also the witch/vampire. Now, what is it with this witch/vampire thing?
There is never a mention about vampires in this movie. Not a single mention of vampire. Never talked about, never nothing. And it just, suddenly she has teeth and is biting people.
Yeah.
I don't know where that comes from.
I've got down here, can we say thriller, as dozens of zombies arise from the grave. I'm going and so on and so forth. I mean, oh my God. And finally,
the thing is, Thriller was like, what, 1982? So this was 3 years after Thriller. So, which in teen years is a long time. You know what I mean? Like, they were going after teenagers to watch this and stuff, obviously. That was the demographic. But we were long past Thriller by this point.
I don't know. I suppose I'm not sure, because I suppose Thriller became iconic like that. So I mean, I remember watching Return of the Living Dead Part 2, and there's a Thriller joke where the guy's in the red suit and he's getting electrocuted and he's dancing. Yes. And it's like, oh my God. And every time I see a zombie movie, it's like, play Thriller, quick. You know? I mean, every time there's a zombie movie. So it is iconic. But yeah, I do agree with you. It's like 2 or 3 years late. They make these jokes. So
it wasn't cool at that point in 1985 anymore.
Yeah, well, I'm not sure, but
I mean, it's classic now, but 3 years after Thriller, or 2 years after Thriller, Thriller was kind of old hat. So
true.
Anyway, you know what I mean?
True.
So, it was kind of the moment had already passed.
Yeah, although wasn't Thriller one of the most expensive music videos ever made at the time?
It was at the time, yeah. Well, it was like 10 minutes long or 15 minutes long or something like that. The entire thing from beginning to end was a really long music video.
Yeah, I think Michael Jackson only beat his own record with Scream, which again was a multi-million-dollar budget music video with Janet Jackson. So
yes, yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah, well. Anyway, so the final ghoul to rise is Sandy, played by Joanna Lee, a cheerleader who died in the 50s. She comes back to find true love. I have no idea why she comes back.
Yeah, that's why she did come back. Though we don't really know that. They don't really say that. But
that's true. That's very true. I'm going to hear, why are all zombies all blue-skinned but Sandy and Lucinda? Sandy is pristine porcelain white skin and Lucinda is dark-skinned. I'm going, why is the other zombie look like they've been dragged for a bloody blueberry bush backwards. I mean, they've all got blue skin. I'm like, why? And everybody who gets turned to a ghoul is all blue skinned. So it's like, and the vampires all got the pale, sort of ashy skin. I'm like, what is going on here? What?
We're not even sure if they're vampires because they never say so.
Yeah.
They never. They don't even allude to it.
No, they don't. That's very true. Very true. So it fast forwards a little bit, and Phil is dressed as a disco vampire. What in the fuck is he wearing, by the way?
I don't know. I'm like, what? I don't. And he shows up at the top of the stairs and he's like, oh, close your eyes, so you know, and I can surprise you. And they're like, yay, ta-da! And his sister says like bodacious, and I'm like, okay, that's a very 80s term for one thing, but also I'm like, that is not a bodacious costume. That is the ugliest, stupidest costume.
Yeah, what
that was. I don't know if the showrunner was just trying to be cool. I don't know what it was.
What was with the face paint and that hideous tinsel Tina Turner wig? What the fuck was that?
I don't know. Oh my gosh, I don't know. It makes no sense.
Oh my god. So as he gets into his bloody Christine car, except it's blue, not red.
Yeah.
He's listening to Red Riding Hood by Sam the Sham and the Ferals. Oh my god, who named that for a band, my lord? Anyway, I've got in here. Does every single thing that this DJ plays is all from the 50s and the 60s? Everything he's playing. He then backs into a random ghoul who has a newspaper for some reason. Where did the ghoul get a paper from? Or what?
He picked it up because the kid was delivering them.
So kidding. Although I did love the blood smear on the paper.
Blood on it, yeah.
Oh my god. So he then just I'll get in here. So this movie brings back old school music long before Halloween Kills does. So take that, Halloween Kills.
Yeah, exactly.
So Phil sees Sandy walking around town and boom, he's in love. But wasn't he supposed to be dating Mary?
Yeah.
Who doesn't realise he exists until she goes, but he's my friend, I can talk to him. Yeah, love, he's been friend zoned. So
yeah.
Let me see now, where was I now? He tells her about the big party up in some house somewhere. And cue Bad Moon Rising by Creed's, what the hell was that? Creedence Clearwater Revival.
Yeah. And
I had that song stuck in my head all afternoon. That oh my god damn you, American Woman from London. That's all I can say is God for bringing that song back. And with that, I've got to hear it cuts to Kevin McCarthy, who is drunk, smashing up his son's radio on a good. Is that all he played? Was a drunk asshole in the 80s? I mean,
yeah. He does it very well.
yes, that's very true. That's very, very true. Oh, down here, he's then turned into a ghoul by Vernon Nestor. He then runs amok in his town as he's driving that ridiculously large. What was that car? I have no idea.
It looked like a big old school Cadillac, 70s Cadillac or 80s Cadillac. Or Lincoln.
Yeah, true.
Maybe. But yeah, one of those big boat hoopties we used to call them in the day. It's a hoopty.
Oh my god, I love the fact how his son thinks, oh my god, he's just drunk. Yeah, he's driving drunk. Really, mate, you're the judge and you're driving drunk. As he talks about his son, goes, where'd you get that outfit from? That outfit, you stole it. Yeah, I just borrowed that. I'm going to take it back tomorrow. I've just borrowed it. And he's going, I'm going to put you in jail. You're going, and then going, you're drunk driving. Yeah, mate. Yeah. I mean,
exactly. It was like I knew something was going to happen to the guy because he was just so unlikable that clearly he was going to die or something was going to happen to him.
Yeah. I mean, I do love his death scene. It's in shadow as the serial killer guy just chokes him to death.
Oh yeah.
And it cuts to him when he's now blue-faced and he's insane. How did he die? Did he snap his neck? Did he choke him to death? I mean,
yeah, we don't know. It was very well done. I liked it.
Oh my God. So at the party, and they're listening to Midnight Hour again, a ghoul walks up, and he is played by Mark Blankfield. He just shows up and eats popcorn. I love that. He's got a big coffin full of popcorn. He's going, popcorn, good. He's going.
I loved that guy. He was just throughout the entire movie, of course. And whenever he showed up, I was like, oh, this is going to be good. And it was like every time he nailed it. Mm-hmm. I thought he was hilarious.
I love the fact he gets a girlfriend halfway through the movie. Where does she come from? She just pops up and they're making it on the couch, and she's like, no, don't touch me here. No, it's like, oh, don't stay with me. And I'm like, what the where did you come from?
It's great.
Oh my God. So Lucinda tries to turn Melinda rather, into a vampire, but she's a witch. Now this confused the absolute fuck out of me. She's a witch, but she's a vampire, and she wants to turn her great granddaughter for reasons.
Right. That was the thing with this movie was I kept looking for a reason that this was happening. Like there has to be some underlying sub story going on somewhere to explain why any of this is happening, besides the fact that they read a scroll. And none of that appears. None of that happens. Like you don't know anything about anything other than what is actually happening in front of you. You know what I mean? I found it very confusing. Because you're right, like, where did the vampires come from? Why is she turning people into vampires? Why are there vampires? And where are the witches? Where's the witchcraft? Where's the spells? You know, none of that was happening. None of that was going on. And why is the original savior of the town not a part of this story at all?
Yes, exactly. I thought as soon as what's his name, Mitch, put the ring on, he would have been possessed by the spirit of the Witchfinder general type person, but nope. It was like, well, that's a complete dropped script. What was the point of having this whole the Witchfinder hung her and blah 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 and this and that? Nothing. I mean, exactly. It was as if the original scriptwriter had the whole idea of let's have witches and Witchfinder generals and we'll have possession and such, and they went, nope, we can't have that. Let's stick to vampires and ghouls. We can't have witches because witches are evil. And I'm like, well, don't call her a witch then. Call her
a vampire because that's what she is.
Yeah. yeah. I mean, my God.
And the fact that Melody is the great granddaughter of the original witch doesn't play into the plot at all either.
And nope. Melinda. Sorry, Melody. Yeah, I mean, I love the fact how she goes, I have to read the scroll because I'm the great times great granddaughter of the witch that was hung 300 and something years earlier.
Right.
And I'm going, right. Okay then. I mean, oh my God. So back in town, Leslie gets turned into a werewolf by the werewolf. By the way, that werewolf suit looked like shit. I mean, you could practically see the zip up the back.
I did not. That's why I didn't even realize that it was a werewolf. I thought it was a Bigfoot guy. That's all. I never realized until you said something. I had no idea that was a werewolf. I seriously thought it was just a random Bigfoot guy that was buried in the cemetery for some reason. I didn't understand it. It made as much sense as vampires, so I went with it.
Although he comes out of a crypt, and the crypt will just explode, and he comes out. I'm like, why is there a werewolf in the crypt? I mean, what? Unless he's supposed to be like a hellhound, I have no idea.
Yeah, because wolfmen typically turn into human form when they die.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, not that this movie follows any sort of rules whatsoever when it comes to classic monsters, but
although in saying that, when Phil shoots the werewolf, the teenager werewolf, the sort of half werewolf, half human, he
Oh yeah.
turns back into human form where he's got silver bullets. So,
Yeah.
eh.
I don't know. I don't know.
I love the fact how his dogs run away when they smell the werewolf. Like, oh, run! And they just nope, right, and just run away. Then they come back, and he's lying there half dead, and they start to eat him. I'm going, what the hell? The dogs are eating or sniffing his legs, and
did not understand that at all.
like, I mean,
I don't know.
Isn't that a cat thing to do, not a dog thing? Don't cats eat the humans?
I don't know.
Although I do love the teenager werewolf had better makeup than the actual werewolf. I mean,
yes, he did. Because
I love that one.
Again, I wasn't connecting the two. I wasn't connecting the werewolf with the other guy because I was thinking he was just a Bigfoot. But you're right. He looked totally better, like completely different.
Yeah, I was like, God almighty. So back at the party, Vinny is trying desperately to get into Melinda's pants. I've got in here a horny Geordie LaForge. No, my mind is blown. I mean, and I love the fact that he goes, I'll have my costume at the very last minute, and he has bandages with like egg stains and ketchup and what? Okay then. So Mary shows up dressed as a dead pink lady wannabe. So Melinda gets her dressed as a bride of Frankenstein. What the fuck is going on here?
No, I didn't understand that either. Another thing I didn't understand. Imagine that. But yeah, Bride of Frankenstein. I mean, because obviously the guy that she wanted to be with was Frankenstein. So, but she would. Her Bride of Frankenstein didn't make any sense. I don't know.
Yep. I've got down here. Maybe she's a cool rider. Because she looks well, not exactly, but she looks like Michelle Pfeiffer in Grease 2. She has a leather jacket on. She has I was going, is that a nod to Grease 2? So, actually, what's Grease 2 made then? I mean, moving on.
No, yeah. Well, Dee Dee Pfeiffer and Michelle Pfeiffer are sisters, so you know.
Yes. So Phil is all over Mary, but she wants the bad boy Frankenstein because he's a bad boy. Ooh. And this guy has been friend zoned into next week. It's like, yeah, mate, you're friend zoned way over there.
Yeah.
She wants the bad boy. Yeah. Oh my God, maybe he's a cool rider. That joke is terrible, John. So in the wine cellar, Mel gets got as she talks to Lucinda about what is better, white or red. And she goes, "Oh, I'll always go for red." And the wine bottle just explodes. It's like, why is the wine bottles exploding? Why is there wine pouring everywhere? And
yeah, well, I mean, it's because they can't show blood apparently in this movie, so they show ketchup and they show wine and they show that sort of thing.
Oh my God. I've got down here How Soon Is Now by the Smiths playing, which is forever linked to Charmed. So now the How Soon Is Now by the Smiths.
Oh, that's what it is. Yeah, that's the 80s song I was talking about.
Yeah, and that'll forever be linked to Charmed or The Craft. So yeah.
Yeah. That's a great song. I love that song.
Yeah, I wonder why they didn't play any of the music. It's just the intro had, so that annoyed me. I was like, where's the music? Where's the words, rather? I mean, so.
Yeah, I didn't understand that either. I was expecting it to kick in at any time, and it never did.
No, it didn't. That annoyed. I've got in here, why is a red wine just exploding off the shelves? They're just flying off the shelves. I'm going...
like literally being thrown off of the shelf onto the floor.
And now she's a vampire. Melinda hits on Vinny and turns him into a vampire just like that. And now he's a sort of grey-skinned vampire, which was okay then. Still horny, but now he's a vampire.
Yeah, that's right. He's off to do Reading Rainbow after this movie.
Oh God, he's off to. Oh, never mind. I guess off to sucked in the cells. But moving on. Where was I? Mama Told Me Not to Come by 3-Day Night Plays, and I don't know why I threw it in there, but there we have that one. Phil leads a party to pick up the lost Sandy and takes her for a ride around town because what's her name? Mary goes, I'm not just you. I want Frankenstein. You go away. You're a geek. Right. She doesn't do all 50s bad boy things such as drag racing. And this is where the movie lost me also. She touches his car and it zooms off. I'm like, was it Grease Lightning? What the fuck?
I'm like, where did her powers come from? She's not a witch. If she was a witch, she'd have fangs and turn into a vampire. So clearly she's not a witch.
God,
so I don't understand that. And the pom-poms too. She did that too.
Yes, the pom, yeah.
It's like, where did that come from?
Yes, I'm going, this movie is all over the shot. I mean, it's like stick to an idea and focus. And it's like, you've got a cheerleader who has magic powers. You've got a witch who's a vampire. You've got a werewolf who's a hellhound, but he can turn other people into werewolves. You've got ghouls that turn them into zombies that turn people into ghouls. So like, what is going on here? I mean,
and none of those things advance the plot at all.
Nope.
None of those elements advance the plot. So yeah, I don't get it. It's I don't know.
Oh my God! Then he started to dance outside of what was that, a cinema? She went to a malt shop. It was a cinema. To Devil or Angel by Bobby V. I've got to hear that is very on the nose because she's from hell, but she's an angel. And what?
Yeah.
And why would a cheerleader be sent to hell? I mean,
I don't know.
She a mean girl? I mean. So at Lookout Point, because she wants to go to Lookout Point because it's the happiest place in the world. Yay!
Yeah.
And Sandy and Phil make out the back seat, as you do, and the werewolf teenager attacks and rips the car.
Yeah.
The soft top thing, and I'm going, yeah, this is your big scare here. I mean, okay then.
It was well choreographed. I will tell you that. They did a good job with that whole scene. I mean, not that I was like edge of my seat. Oh my gosh, what's going to happen? But compared to the rest of the movie, that was one of the better choreographed scenes.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know the fact how the poor guy in the werewolf gets dumped in the river, and he's soaking wet as he comes out of the river, and he looks pissed.
Yeah.
He's like, you son of a, you dumped me in the water. So yeah. So they go to the cops, and here we meet Sheriff Jensen, played by Kurtwood Smith, who thinks he's a dumbass and doesn't want to listen about the werewolf, even though people on the phone. There's a werewolf attacking here. There's a vampire bat here. There's a zombie here. There's a ghoul over here. Right. And he goes, it's all Halloween. It's perfectly fine. It's a full moon on Halloween. It brings out the crazies. Really, mate? You should be fired.
I did keep wanting him to just say dumbass at the end of any line, but he did not. Oh, did you notice during that scene, the cop scene, the two dogs sitting on the bench?
With the hat.
In the background. And the one is holding the guy's hat in his mouth. It's the ball cap. And he drops it.
Yeah. Oh my God. I love that one.
Yeah. That could not have been choreographed that way because the dog just perfectly drops it and nobody's paying attention to the dog, but it was hilarious. That was a good one.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah.
It's really sad. Also, one of the best parts of the movie is a dog dropping up on the baseball.
Yeah, that's very true. Yeah, that's very true. I mean, I love the fact how the deputy tries to tell the sheriff about all the crazy shit he's had on the phone for the past couple of hours about teenagers who are destroying. What was it? Destroying the barber shop.
Oh, the barber shop.
Yeah, okay then. And then we've got vampire bats flying another place who's a dentist. Yeah. I'm like, what? So
where did that come from? Yeah, I didn't understand the turning into bat and flying out the door that they were talking about. I'm like, well, there's no bats. Well, there are well, we're not even sure if they're vampires, but Yeah,
yeah.
very confusing.
Sandy then tells Phil, out of nowhere, mind, she knows all this crap out of nowhere. She goes, the spell worked, and they've unleashed all demons of hell for one night only. How does she know this? She's a
Right.
cheerleader.
I
mean,
there was no foreshadowing that
mm-mm,
she was a part of this previously. I
nope.
assume she maybe was in but there's no indication of that. She just comes up with it like, oh
Yep.
yeah, by the way, which means that if she knows it, then everybody that is undead knows it, and
Uh-huh.
nobody's doing anything about it. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. I
Get it?
mean, oh my God. I was like, is she Buffy by any chance? I mean,
Yeah.
she's a cheerleader who knows all this stuff. And she then continues, he needs to reseal the scroll using his great granddad's bones before midnight, or the whole town's doomed for this eternal gloom thing. Where in the feck did that come from? She just pulls out of
I
fucking
know
nowhere. I
exactly.
mean,
Not like she listened to his presentation in class. So yeah,
nope.
she just comes out of it, comes like, oh yeah, this is what you need to do. It was like, oh yeah, we need to figure out. He needs to figure out how to solve this in like 2 lines. And
Yeah.
so they
Yeah.
wrote
Oh
two
my
lines
God.
for her, and that's how he figures it out.
Yeah. I mean, like I says, this has a germ of an idea. They had like witches and demons and ghouls and goblins and such, but
Mhm.
it feels like they had. It feels like they had Night of the Demons. You ever seen Night of the Demons? The 80s
Oh gosh,
comedy horror thing.
ages ago I've seen it.
Mm-mm. It feels like they had that script and went, okay, kidify it. Take away all the
Yeah,
gore, all the horror, take away all of that, and we'll have a stupid thing about vampires and ghouls, and nobody gives a shit. Just do it.
yeah,
Here's $8 million. Make it so. You know, I mean,
yeah.
so. Mm,
Yeah. It seems like there's too many hands in the pot.
mm,
I mean, like they had a committee meeting, and they had they had a meeting over boxed lunches, and just kind of hashed out a plot, and you know it was just, yeah, it's not great. It doesn't make
no,
any sense.
no, it doesn't make any sense. But so back at the party and cue the thriller scene because of course it's going to do a thriller
Yeah,
as Sharon, or is it Sharon? Yeah,
Sherry,
Bella,
Sherry, Sherry Belafonte.
Sherry. Oh, so,
Yeah.
so I've got Sharon for some reason. Bella Fonte sings "Get Dead." I've got to say that song is awful. I fast forwarded that. I was like, nope,
Yeah.
And
I didn't think it was that bad. I thought I was kind of entertained by it.
oh my god, I love the fact that every teen knows how to do the perfectly choreographed dance. I'm going. So you become a great dancer since you become dead, then? Kidding.
Yeah, but it is an 80s movie, and that there was so much of that during that era of throwing in stuff like that. You know what I mean? And they
Mm-hmm.
did it all the time in all sorts of movies, and it was just common practice. That's what you did in an 80s, mid 80s movie. And
Yeah,
I
that's
looked
a
for
bit
that
true.
song everywhere. I looked for that, tried to find it somewhere, and I can only find clips from this movie of
Hmm.
that song, and that's it. It doesn't seem to be recorded anywhere.
So who is this Belafonte um, chick? Because I tried looking it up, and apparently she was a big deal in the 80s. So I have no idea
Yeah.
who the hell she is.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah. She was in Hotel for a lot of years, for the entire run of the show, in the 80s. She's Harry Belafonte's daughter.
Oh, right. I thought that
So
was. Yeah,
she
okay.
had a brief singing career in the late 80s, early 90s. She's still on stuff. She's still, what was she on just recently? The Morning Show on Apple TV Plus, um, stuff like that. So yeah, she's still around.
Okay.
She's still acting. Not as
Okay.
much these days, but yeah, she was really big during that time, the mid 80s, late 80s. She was really popular.
Okay. 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 Right then, now to the bit I don't get what's happening here. Phil is making silver bullets, as you do. Where he gets
Yeah.
the silver from, I have no idea. Just melting the silver bullets.
Silver fillings, because he used to
Oh,
use silver in fillings, so he got it
oh,
from his dad's office.
oh! Of course, that's why the dad attacks him, who's a vampire for reasons.
That's one of the few things that actually made sense in this movie.
So was he the vampire back then that was chasing around the town? I have no idea what the.
Don't know. You're asking the wrong person.
I do love the fact how his dad, like at night, gets his little drill thing and chases him out of the house. I'm going, really? It's a dentist drill.
It only goes as far as the cord does.
Oh my god! So back at the outside rather, up pulls the zombie judge in his gigantic fucking boat of a car. It's about 25 foot long by about 10 foot wide. It's like, what in the fuck? What is it with American cars? Why are they so fucking big? Why did they have to be? Oh my
They
god!
were huge.
Oh
Oh my gosh.
god!
I mean, not all of them were huge, but a lot of the luxury American cars were enormous. Just like, 5 times as long as the cars are now.
Oh my god! They must be a nightmare to turn. By the way, you start turning. It's like, so I'm still turning. I'm still turning. It's like, oh, for fuck's
Is
sake.
this a semi truck I'm turning right now? Yeah, they were a challenge. I would not want to park one. I can't imagine.
Oh, could you imagine how many parking what's called the things, parking meters? Does it take 4, 5 or something?
That'd be an expensive parking bill.
By the time you put money in the first one, the top one, rather, the first one's empty. It's like, oh, for the love of, you put it back. Jesus. Anyway, so he pulls up in his huge ass car and kicks Mitchie's ass because, what the hell's her name? Lucinda was trying to turn him into a vampire, or was it the other one that was? Oh, who knows? Who cares, frankly?
Yeah.
Was it the granddaughter or was it the great grandmother? I have no idea. Anyway, he then sees the father and oh my god, he's drunk driving again. Oh my god. He goes down and gets his ass kicked. And I'm going, right. So that old guy can kick the ass of this 17-year-old. I mean,
well, he's maybe when you're zombified or whatever, you get extra strength. I don't know.
I do love the fact Kevin McCarthy picks up a rock and throws it at the window and he goes, oh shit, it broke. You see the look on his face? He's like, oh fuck.
Yeah, he was like, how dare you make me break my window?
And cue the late what the oh yeah. And cue the late 80s music video of all the ghouls, zombies, and vampires and werewolves as they all head to the graveyard for some reason. I'm going, why are they heading to the graveyard? As the whole town is all heading towards as the whole sort of dooming blood.
Well, they had to go to the graveyard to get the bones, the dust from the bones of the guy.
Yeah, but that's before that. But when they're driving around town, he goes, we'll drive really, really slowly because they think we're undead if we drive really slowly. And I'm going,
oh, that's right. Oh, he was just driving through the town. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, and what is it with clearly it worked because they made it through safely.
I understand now why I've got late 80s music video. The whole town is in this funk as the cops are holding fire in their hands and the milkman's pouring the milk and what was going on with that? I'm like,
everybody's transformed, I guess, and it's just festering everywhere. I don't.
Was that the funk of 1,000 years? Yeah. Or however that song goes. I mean, back at the party, Melinda and Lucinda. Oh God, Melinda and I just got that. Melinda and Lucinda. Oh God. Anyway, have turned half them into vampires, another half are ghouls.
Yeah.
You're mixing your metaphors there, love, but there we have it. Sandy and Phil shop to get the ring from Mitch. Too bad the whole party is now ghouls and vamps. Phil gets his ring back and heads to the graveyard, to get the bones of his great grandfather who hasn't been brought back to life. He's just lying there, his
right.
bones.
Yeah, everybody
And
else
I'm going, okay,
It seems like it would have been I mean, it would have been a lot more interesting if he was alive and was, ended up helping them or did something.
yes,
But
exactly.
he did nothing with it. He was still there. Oh, yep, he's a dead body, just laying.
Yeah. I love the fact how the teacher goes, "Oh my God, I'm hiding in your big, what the hell thing? It's a Cadillac or a
It's
what
a
the
Cadillac.
fuck that car is he driving around?" And she goes, "I'm human. Surprise! I'm a vampire."
Yeah.
Oh my lord.
Yeah, I knew that was. I figured that was going to happen because it just seemed like it was going to go that way. But I was like, I was expecting. Okay, so she was so over the top during this entire movie that I figured that her character was going to be a part of the plot at the end. Like she's been kind of keeping her eye on these kids all this time so she could foil their plan at the end or something.
Because
I'm just thinking way too much during this movie because I want it to turn into something. It never does. But yes, then she just ends up being, and then they just defeat her right away. I'm like, okay, whatever.
Yeah, I mean, because she's a sub teacher.
Yeah.
Because the teacher's off for a week with the mysterious flu, and I was going, she's in on this somehow.
Yeah, that's
but
what I was thinking.
Nope. Nothing.
Nope.
Okay,
they were probably like in their little meeting discussing the plot, and they're like, "I'm sorry, that sounds too interesting. We can't do that."
Yes, exactly. Exactly. Oh my God. And she's dressed as David Bowie. I was getting the mask from her outfit, not David Bowie.
Yeah. It's funny because when she said David Bowie, I'm like, oh my gosh, she looks exactly like David Bowie. I was like, because I was looking at her, I'm like, that outfit just looks familiar somehow, and I couldn't really place it. Then she's like, oh yeah, David Bowie, and then they showed another shot of her from a distance as in her costume, and I'm like, oh my gosh, she totally passes off as David Bowie from the 80s. So.
Yeah, from the, what was it, Dancing in the Streets music video, wasn't it?
Oh, I don't know. That was the worst music video ever. Terrible.
Moving on swiftly then. Moving on very swiftly then. Anyway, so Phil and Sandy gets the granddad's bones that just break. He just picks up and he gets powder. I'm like, what are you, Superman? You just pick up bones and crush them.
I guess they were just, and she just, I don't know.
So they get a candle for somewhere, and I forgot to mention, when they go back to the house is under a funk of the grey paint, and I'm like, why?
What's that about?
Why is the house in funk?
I'm like, well, how did that happen?
Oh my God.
Why did it happen? Why did they bother with that? Because they clearly, they had to redress the entire set to make it work. And it didn't further anything about the plot. It was like, okay, it's there, it's great, you spent money on it, glad.
Yeah. I was going, why is this happening?
Right.
It would have been better if they actually showed, like in Neverending Story, like a funk that was taking over the entire town.
Yeah.
But it just happens like the town's now possessed and the cops are holding fire and they're crying blood and milkman's pouring milk over the place and the postman's throwing letters into a burned out car and right.
Well, some of that was you see. Okay, well, I was going to say that some of that was some of the characters were like fulfilling things that they hadn't accomplished. Now, how pouring milk out shows that, and how holding fire in your hand shows that, I don't know, but there were some were showing some people actually accomplishing something, like the opera singer.
Remember what was that about to? Yeah, I was about to say, why is an opera singer just randomly singing?
Because he's doing that thing because they all had unfinished business, and that was the thing that he always wanted to do in life,
Okay.
but he couldn't, and so he's doing it now in death. So
Okay.
and they showed that, but not all of the characters made sense doing that.
No, maybe the fact that Kurtwood Smith's corpse holding the amber, or the ember rather, is on fire. Is he supposed to be Jack-o'-lantern? You know, the guy with the actual fire,
Yeah. Oh,
the
that
Emperor
would
of
be
Hell.
good. Okay, you're giving them way too much credit, but that's a great idea.
Okay then. So, like I says, they get hold of the bones and crush the bones and wax. They put the wax candle and burn it onto his little hand thing, and he puts it on it, and he seals it with the ring, and nothing happens. And she's like, "But nothing's happening. Wait, I love you, Phil." Boom, and they all die. And I'm going, really? I love the fact how Lucinda's on the back of the back of Cadillac going, with her little cape thing.
Yeah.
I'm going, that's supposed to be scary. As they're all like scratching at the doors and scratching at windows, and I'm going,
Yeah.
oh, there's a hole in the roof. Why don't you just go down there and grab him? And
Yeah.
but yeah, that made me laugh as it cuts to the wide shot, and she's going with her vampire cape. I was going, oh, that is ridiculous. So all the zombies, ghouls, demons, vampires, werewolves all get sent back to hell, including Sandy. This leaves Phil all heartbroken and alone as he finds his coat on Sandy's gravestone with lipstick smears on it, and he licks it off and goes, or touches it rather, and goes, "Oh, it's lipstick."
Yeah, it's Tutti Frutti.
Oh, was that what that was? That's right.
What it was. He was smelling it because it was Tutti Frutti. Because she thought it was Tutti Frutti earlier.
Yeah, she said Tutti Frutti, yes. As on radio, Wolfman Jack plays A Baby I'm Yours by Barbara Lewis as credits roll. So, was the dead people dead now? Are they dead? What is happening here? I mean,
yeah, I don't know how that, but especially since she died in the 50s and that song didn't come out till the 60s. But yeah. See, the reason that she said she had to do the "I love you" thing was because she was accomplishing the thing that she hadn't accomplished in life. So that made sense to me, which was kind of clever. And the whole the little with their initials on the gravestone, I thought was kind of a clever little touch. I actually enjoyed that. That's sweet. So, but then the movie just ends. Just there's no wrap up. There's no nothing. It just ends. It just
it's as if
what happened?
It's as if they went, okay, we've got $1.60 left. Buy lipstick. Okay, we're out of money. And cut.
Exactly.
I mean, so let's wrap this thing up. I will say, stick this thing on while hanging up Halloween decorations or carving a pumpkin or, I don't know, handing out candy in Halloween. And the minutes will fly past because this is just a nothing movie. It's just cutesy and kiddified and as such. Does it make any sense? Nope. Is this scary? Nope. Is this charming? Yes. But like I said, it makes no fucking sense. It makes nothing like a sense. So, what did you say about this thing?
It made no sense. Like you said, it was all over. I was hoping that it would have some kind of plot. I mean, it has a plot, but there's no depth to the plot whatsoever. It's like what you're shown is what you're getting. There's no foreshadowing of anything. There's like what you're seeing is what is happening, and we're not even that's how it just went. So there's no thought. Like I would kept trying to think, okay, this person is going to behave this way, and that's going to happen over there, and none of this happens because it just seems no thought was put into this movie whatsoever. But on the other hand, it was very entertaining. Like some of the zombie stuff was really funny. Like the guy with the popcorn and the little person in there with
the little midget. What was he?
I have no idea, but he was great. And so, you know, it was weird. The bizarre thing to me, okay, so this is a bizarre thing. This has 70% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Oh my God.
70%.
Yeah, 6 out of 10 on IMDb.
Yes,
I
I
was
saw
stunned at that. I'm like, what in the?
I'm like, you got to be kidding. So yeah, I don't know. It was a fun hour and a half, but it's very much a 1980s, ABC movie of the week.
Like I says, as if they had a couple of ideas for a good script, but was told, oh no, you can't offend the Bible Belt. Oh no, you can't have anything about witchcraft. You can't have anything about this, that, next thing. So we'll just throw some shit about vampires and ghouls and that'll do. Yeah, there's your check. Now make it so sort of stuff. And then it got to like the writing stage, and they had like, I don't know, a HOA fucking Karen going, oh, you can't have that. Fuck off.
But I have to admit the acting was really good in it. The actors were all very talented. Like there was not a single. Well, okay, the main character guy, with the glasses, was not the greatest actor. But and Cindy Morgan, the substitute teacher, is never a good actress. But the others, all did great. Like Peter DeLuise in this movie is fantastic. When he was going after the glasses guy, the nerdy guy.
Phil.
He did a great job. He was like, he's like going after him. He's like, arr, 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 and that was like, wow, that's really good. He's like really into this role. So they did have that. They had some really good actors in this movie. So it's worth it just to see those guys act, during that time period, which was classic.
Yeah, but I said this is a quintessential 80s kidified movie.
Yes.
There we have it. That's the period, the full stop, the leave it alone sort of thing. So let's score this out of 5. 1 being dog shit and 5 being solid gold. Now I'm going to stun you. I'm going to give this thing a 4 out of 5.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay, I don't know as I can podcast with you anymore.
Keep in mind, I gave the Muppet movie, what was it, 2?
Terrible. I still hate you for that.
So I'm going to give this thing a 4 because it is utterly goddamn bonkers, and it is ridiculous, and it's all the better for it. Nothing is explained, nothing makes sense. It goes from scene to scene, and nothing's connected. It is just ridiculous. So 4 out of 5. So what you get?
Okay. I was gonna give it a 2 originally, but I have to admit I liked the song, the little music video, and towards the end of I liked that. So it gets a bump because of that, but only because it's nostalgic for that type, for that sort of thing. I'd have to give it a 3 because there's a lot of 80s nostalgia for me in this movie.
Yeah.
And the acting, and actors, I love seeing all these actors in the same movie together.
Yeah.
Because that's a lot of fun.
Like I said, this is your quintessential 80s kidify movie of the week, Halloween movie of the week. Yeah. And it's a good, bad movie. So it's basically a midnight movie, which this podcast is all about, midnight movies. So it's perfect for this podcast.
Yeah.
But this is just ridiculous. I mean, it makes no fucking sense,
no,
but it's all better for it.
I know. I just want to rewrite the script just to make it, you know what I mean? Just as a project, just as a personal project. Just give me the script and I'm going to rewrite the entire thing so it makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, it's if they got their hands on Night of the Demons script and went, oh, we can't have gore, we can't have nudity, we can't have violence, we're going to have to kidify it down to its bare minimum, and go. And he's like, oh, great, too, all right, we've got no script. Oh, bollocks, just stick some town curse and some bullshit about vampires, and that'll do, fine. There you go.
Yeah. Exactly.
Right then. Our next podcast will be Public Demanded Mind Trick or Treat from 2007, which will be out on Halloween night. Oh, God, here we go.
It's got to be better than this thing.
Well, that's true. That's very true. Or worse. I mean,
Oh, I guess so. I'm like, I haven't seen this one either, so it might be worse. I'm not going to say.
I've seen this Trick or Treat about 5 times.
Oh.
And it started off terrible, and then it gets progressively better, but ultimately it doesn't work as a movie, But we'll discuss it on Halloween.
You're really encouraging people to see the movie. Yeah, it doesn't work. Yeah, don't watch it. It's fine.
I mean, I might get hate for saying the stuff I'm going to say about this movie, but yeah, it doesn't work. You take away little cute Sam, the pumpkin boy, what the hell he is, and it doesn't really work. But let's discuss that at the time.
I'm looking forward to seeing it.
Yes, okay, let's get it. So you can follow us on X. Oh God, I hate that fucking name. At Midnight Mania Pod. You can follow me on X at here's Johnny 79. You can follow Spike on X
at Spike Warden 1.
You can also follow us on
X.
Yeah,
like you're a drag queen just spouting off on someone. X.
Yeah, excellent. Anyway, we have Instagram. You can follow us on there at Midnight Movie. What the hell's the thing called again? Midnight Mania Movie. The fuck this thing's called? I have no idea what it is. I'll put it on the show notes. Like I says, so next one will be on Halloween night, and then on November. Now I know I was going to do Doctor Who the movie from 1995, but I couldn't find that for love nor money. So I popped into the Google machine and Googleified Thanksgiving horror movies, and up came a 1980, what was it, 85, 86?
85, I think you said, yeah.
Horror called Blood Rage. Now, I saw this once many, many years ago on about 6 beers, and I loved it. I remember nothing of it other than twins. That's all I remember, is twins.
Oh, nice.
So
that's a teaser.
Yeah. So yeah. I mean, yeah, twins. I mean, oh my God. And then on December we are doing what's it called again? Muppet Christmas Carol.
Yes, I'm excited about
that. And that's the whole year wrapped up then. And in January, for the 1 year podcast, we are doing Shock Treatment. I've got to name it. Movie there. Shock Treatment, the Rocky Horror sequel from 1980. What was it? 82? I think it was 81, 82.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, I forget now.
Yeah. The completely bug nuts insane warning for the future not to have reality TV.
yeah. It's actually it's a fun movie.
So that's what we've got planned for the next couple of months. So, and if you want something covered, you can contact us via X or Instagram, and there we have it. So if you want something done, contact us or even email us, which I'll leave on the show notes, and we will cover it. So all I can say is a bye.
Bye.